So today we are going to discuss first we'll do pranams. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivo Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Everyone can see my screen?
No, Mataji.
Okay. Okay, Mataji. Can you see Mataji now?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter, 43 verse. No, one second. It is 1.4.13 now. Okay. Today we are going to discuss 1.4.13. तत्सर्वं न समचक्ष्वा पृष्ठयदिः किञ्चन मन्येतं विषये वच्छं स्नातं मन्यत्र छन्दसात् तत्सर्वं न समचक्ष्वा पृष्ठयदिः किञ्चन मन्येतं विषये वासं स्नातं मन्यत्र छन्दसात् तत्सर्वं न समचक्ष्व पृष्ठयदि किञ्चन मन्येतं विषये वाचं स्नातं अन्यत्र छान्दसात्. Now we'll go for word by word meaning. Tat, that, sarvam, all, na, unto us, samchakshva, clearly explain, prishta, question, yatiha, herein, kinchana, all that, manye, we think, tvam, you, visaya, in all subjects, vacham, meaning of words, snatam, fully acquainted, anyatra, except, chandasat, portion of the Vedas. The translation and purport given by His Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. We know that you are expert in the meaning of all subjects except some portion of the Vedas, and thus you can clearly explain the answer to all the questions we have just put to you. Purport. The difference between the Vedas and the Puranas is like that between the Brahmanas and the Paribrajakas. The Brahmanas are meant to The Brahmanas are meant to administer some primitive sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas, but the Parivrajakacharyas are learned preachers are meant to disseminate transcendental knowledge to one and all. As such, the Parivrajakacharyas are not always expert in pronouncing the Vedic mantras, which are practiced systematically by ascent and meter by the Brahmanas, who are meant for administering Vedic rites. Yet it should not be considered that the Brahmanas are more important than the itinerant preachers. They are one and different simultaneously because they are meant for the same end in different ways. There is no difference also between the Vedic mantras and what is explained in the Puranas and Itihasas. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, it is mentioned in the Madhyandina Shruti that all the Vedas, namely the Sama, Atharva, Rig, Yajur, Puranas, Itihasas, Upanishads, etc., are emanation from the breathing of the Supreme Being. The only difference is that the Vedic mantras are mostly begun with Pranava Omkara, and it requires some training to practice the metric pronunciation of the Vedic mantras. But that does not mean that Srimad Bhagavatam is of less importance than the Vedic mantras. On the contrary, it is the ripened fruit of all the Vedas, as stated before. Besides that, the most perfectly liberated soul, Srila Sukadeva Goswami, is absorbed in the studies of the Bhagavatam, although he is already self realized. Srila Sutta Goswami is following his footsteps, and therefore his position is not the least less important because he was not expert in chanting Vedic mantras with metric pronunciation, which depends more on practice than actual realization. Realization is more important than parrot like chanting. We'll go for Mangalacharan. ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमो नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. Thank you for joining us. So in this sloka, the first line is saying like Tat sarvam na samachakshva. Samachakshva means samyak achakshva means the clear explanation. Tat sarvam means whatever questions we are putting onto you, you can clearly explain. The Namisaranya sages are uh, having a conversation with Suta Goswami, like whatever questions we are asking to you, you can clearly explain to us. And the second line is saying that Prishta yad iha kincham. Prishta means like questions, like they are saying you can explain the questions we put to you. Here, like they are asking the question, and if see if someone is asking question and simply in outside, if you simple thing, if you something someone you will ask a address, can you please tell me this address where it is, I am not able to find it out. Simply they will say like I don't know. Even if your question is not even completed, they will flee from there. They are not able to answer that much question, they will not hear that one also. But here Sutta Goswami is not saying like I don't know your questions answer whatever you are putting into me. So it is different, like they are Naimisar and Risisa, they are saying manyetvam visaye vacham. So manyetvam visaye vacham snatam anyatra chandasat. What we know is you are qualified more than enough in the subject matter what we are asking to you. Snatam means having a depth knowledge, and you can say the having a master of knowledge. He like you can say he did the master in that knowledge. Atyantra chandasat, except some pronunciation. Chandasat means a kind of pronunciation, like some Brahmins chant mantras. It's a training to practice the metric pronunciation of Vedic mantras. When while some when they perform some rituals, You might have heard they chant the mantras of the word in somewhere in the high level, then it comes down. Like the pronunciation is totally different. Sometimes it will go high, then it will go high, low, high, low. So that is only a way of practice of pronouncing the mantras. This is called chandasat. So altogether, what the Namisarina sages are saying is, you can answer us clearly whatever questions we put to you, except some portion of the Vedas. That some portion of Vedas are nothing but uh, Chandasa, means the metric pronunciation of the Vedic mantras. So, can we think like here Sutta Goswami, he is not chanting the Vedic mantras as like Brahmins, like how they chant with the metric and with the levels like high level, low level, like that. So, he's not is not expert in chanting Vedic mantras. So we can say like he is less in position, but no, he is not in less in position. What is that? Nigam kalpam tarur galitam phalam nikhila smriti sar, means Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened fruit of the Vedas. So nigam kalpam tarur galitam phalam means Vedas are kalpa vrikshas. Whatever you ask, you will get it from there. And the ripened fruit is the Srimad Bhagavatam. From see, if you consider Vedas are the kalpa vriksha, and the fruit, the ripened fruit is the Srimad Bhagavatam. And Nikhila Smriti sar means whatever we hear, the Smriti, out of all, topmost is Srimad Bhagavatam. A real example, see, you have seen, you must have seen some karmakand brahmins who do some rituals like uh, to keep people's happy in this material world. They perform some different rituals, but Vaishnavas, what they do, they always show you the path to go out of this material world. Whereas the Brahmins who they do some rituals, they says like by doing all these rituals you will be happy in this material world. But Vaishnavas teach us how to go out of this material world. Only in this whole world you will get the Vaishnavas who will teach you to go out of this world and reach to the personality of supreme personality of Godhead. So even if what the thing is, we don't know like we should go out of this material world or we should stay in this material world. So leave about that, like the way of going out of this material world. So think like we can imagine in which mode of ignorance we have, like we don't know what to do, we should go out or not. Then the thing is and the Vaishnavas will teach you you should go out, and along with that they will teach you how to go out of this material world. So this is not our situation, like we have to stay in this material world by performing some rituals and we should be happy. The main thing is we have to go back to Godhead and serve the supreme personality of Godhead. As we know, like see, Puranas are nothing less than Vedas, and Jiva Goswami, we know he is a scholar. He is a great scholar. Like he systemized philosophy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he wrote a book called Sandharva. Sandharva means to live together. So Sandharva, it took the essence of all the scriptures. The first out of six Sandharva, Jiva Goswami written Tattva Sandharva. Tattva means truth, not the relative truth, but the absolute truth. What is that absolute truth means? Absolute truth means the truth which is true in all aspects, like time, place, and circumstances for all the people. So in this, he says like if you want to know anything, you should have to come to Srimad Bhagavatam. So how we can know like how we can reach to Srimad Bhagavatam is in three ways. How Pratyaksha, Anuman, and Shabda. So Pratyaksha means by perceiving our senses, and Anuman means by logically thinking, and Shabda means by hearing something from the realized persons. So if you want to learn from Pratyaksha and Anuman, then it is that will be limited and not perfect. Why? Because our senses and as well as our mind is limited. So someone but by sabda means uh, is hearing from someone. That is the first point is the first thing is going to Srimad Bhagavatam. You have to hear from some realized soul. So so whom we should hear? Lots of people are saying about Srimad Bhagavatam, whom we should hear, because hearing from wrong person will again put you into back to the same thing, same problem. So hearing from human being, and the problem with the human being is like they are having four defects. Out of these four defects, the first defect is the senses, the imperfect senses. So imperfect senses means they are subject to illusion, and because human beings are subject to illusion, they make mistakes. Though they make mistakes, the tendency is to cheat. And what happens if someone is doing mistakes, they are going to cheat you, and we know on the whole world is going like this. First they will not know what, they don't know what to do, they will do mistakes, they will cheat, and then they will try to cover it up. So therefore Jiva Goswami says, if you hear from a human, uh, then you will be cheated. So you have to hear from a Oparesa, means from a spiritual source. So we should hear from a spiritual source. So there are many spiritual source, which one we should go? Like which is having, we should go for the details, which is having the ultimate details is the Vedas. So the Vedas, the Shrutis, like it's not easy for us to decode because everything is in Sanskrit. We don't know the grammars. How we can decode? Like one meaning there, it will be mentioned. We will be like taking another meaning. So it's very difficult. So then the Puranas will come into the picture. So what contains the Puranas? The essence of the Vedas. The Puranas means it came from the word Purna. Purna means perfect, or you can say complete. So Puranas will give you the perfect conclusion that all Vedas are trying to teach you. So like we have 18 Puranas. Out of that, 6 are in Rajas, and 6 are in Tama, and 6 are in Sattva. Out of these 6 Sattva, Srimad Bhagavatam is comes in this, and it is the topmost Purana, which contains the essence of all. See, one sloka is there from Srimad Bhagavatam, like 12 and 13.16. निम्नगानं यथा गंगा देवनं अच्युत यथा वैष्णवानं यथा शंभो पुराणानां इदं तथा. Like just as the Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyuta, the supreme among deities, and Lord Shambhu, the greatest of Vaishnavas. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. Srimad Bhagavatam is the highest in all Puranas, and it contains all the essence of the Vedas. So it's not like Brahmanas only chanting the mantras in a proper metric. That does not mean the Parivarjakas, means the Vaishnavas who preaches all about the God is not less than them. So it's like Parivarjakas are the realized souls. their realization is more important. Sometimes we see even even we have gone through some of people like they are more focusing on chanting the slokas rather than understand that one what is that meaning is saying. You can see the in ISKCON you will get like what is the meaning, what is the meaning of this sloka and all, but out of that you see from outside some more organized are there, they are concentrating on chanting the slokas. What we will get out of that? We are not able to get anything, only chanting like parrots, how they chant, how they whatever we will speak they will speak that one also, but they don't know the meaning of that. So the Vaishnavas are like the one who will teach you the meaning, who will teach you who is God, who will show who is God, and how to reach there and what is our aim of life. So with that, I'm concluding here. If anyone is having any questions, they can go for that.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, you said like Brahmins, they do rituals only for material benefit, but some of the Brahmins are considered different category, right? Vaishnava Brahmin and
Yeah, no, I'm saying the
Shaiva
one.
Brahmin.
Oh, yeah.
So Vaishnava Brahmin, they definitely follow, they worship Lord Vishnu
Yes.
and they teach others. They have a gurukul in many temples they have, right?
Yes.
So, so we cannot consider them. But now, like nowadays, few Brahmins they are not following, and how do we like, consider this? Um, Brahmins, few they worship Lord Shiva, few worships Vaishnava. So Vaishnava worship Vaishnava Brahmin can we consider like they they understand and they teach us how to go back to Godhead
Yes,
that
Prabhu.
way.
Of course, Vaishnava Brahmins means if you can see also in ISKCON's, we have some initiated Brahmins. They are Vaishnava Brahmins, but they are different than the other Brahmins. Like we see in, you can see in India also, there are lots of Brahmins who do pujas, like they do some rituals only rituals, not
Okay.
like the Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas teaches. Um, the Vedas in different way, not like only chanting the slokas.
Okay, Mataji. And you said 18 Puranas, right? So
Yeah,
Bhagavatam comes under Sattva Guna. So what are the other Puranas in the Tama and
I
Raja
need to
Guna?
check it out probably.
Oh, okay, Mataji. Okay, thank you. Right.
Other than Vishnu Purana, Garuda Purana, all these Puranas, six categories remaining are like Devi Purana, Skanda Purana. They are all coming under the category of passion and ignorance. Means Puranas in the mode of passion, Puranas for not in the mode of passion, for the mode of passion. People there in some of the Puranas, it is recommended that they can eat meat, but offering after Kali. And once in a month on the Amavasya day, outside outskirts of the village, they are allowed to eat, but they will be taken birth of that animal. All these are all suggested in the Puranas that are meant for the Tamasic and Rajasic people.
And follow up question, Mataji. Hare Krishna. So
Hare
what is
Krishna.
the purpose of those Puranas?
To
Nowadays,
bring
like
them gradually elevated, not immediately, gradually, step by step process, elevation process.
but we are also fallen soul, but we are directly now we are into Srimad Bhagavatam.
That is
Okay.
mercy of Srila Prabhupada. He brought lot of good fortune for us. And even now also, even he is showing lot of mercy also. Some people are not willing to come directly to Krishna consciousness. Then what about them? We cannot leave them like that, right? So for them, these kind of Puranas will be helpful for the gradual elevation.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, as you mentioned, these Puranas also came from Vedas only. Right? Vasudev segregated them for easy understanding of this age of Kali into Puranas.
Yeah. Mataji, you can go on.
No, please go ahead, Mataji.
No, yeah, all the Puranas are the essence of Vedas only. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Srimad Bhagavatam is the summary, like Vedanta Sutra, commentary on the Vedanta Sutra, means conclusion. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. So it Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam is the ultimate of all the Vedas, Puranas. The cream, topmost cream is the Srimad Bhagavatam. If there are no questions or comments, we will end up the session by saying the prayers to Lord Narasimha Bhagavan for the protection of all the devotees of ISKCON Somerset and over the world. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jvalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jvalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jvalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrutyum Namamyaham. Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai, Srila Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas who are like the desires. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Vaishnav Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Let's offer our humble prayers to the holy name. 3 times we will chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the Yuga Dharma of this Kali Yuga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Malapuranam Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.